I'm going to explain what is poetry for me. So for me, poetry is when you are given something that you need to interpret, okay, and while doing this interpretation, you get more meaning out of the plain meaning of the data. Okay, so that for me that's the poetry. Um, so if I say your hair is like beams of sun, okay, I'm giving you these two things as a comparison. You have the data, hair, beams of sun, but beams of sun is not beams of sun. You have to clean, like digest all that those elements. You understand the intention of the person, okay, and by understanding the intention, which is creating something of love, you understand that they are trying to use it to say something good, and then you understand sun like something good. Okay, so first of all, the sun is yellow, so most probably this person is saying that their hair is glowing like a yellow star. Okay, and this is a good approach. And or you can say that the person, if you see that the person maybe is lying on top of the other person, maybe the hair is on the chest. And in that case it can mean, I don't know, that the person is very like reflecting the hair in the chest. I don't know, things like that. I don't know. But okay, now um, the important thing here is that, okay, you get all the information on the context, you get all the information on the two words, on the two concepts, and you make something out of it, which makes more sense than the only things taken one by one. Okay, so now it is very difficult to create something that is not poetic if you want to make it poetic, but most probably, like it's very easy to say when an object is, or a mean of expression is trying to be poetic, because it's explicit. I mean, if I saw a photo of Lady D, let's say, and so maybe because I'm a lead, okay, it's not poetic. It's information, visual information. So maybe she's, I don't know, playing poker, let's say, with a diplomat. Okay, and that is an information. The Lady D was playing poker with a diplomat. It can be a little bit of implicit information, like, okay, Lady D knows how to play poker, which is something that uh, belongs to a masculine type of character traditionally, so it can express something about her. Okay, so which is shocking, because you don't expect someone that is normally so feminine, like in the prototypic way, in that age, to be familiar with poker, maybe, let's say. Or with gambling. Know what is the meaning of gambling and this and that. So you are taking more information, but it's information that is there. Now you can make a poetry out of that if you take it more into something subjective. No, and with subjective I mean that there is interpretation. There is something that is not there. Like, okay, you see that Lady D is doing playing poker with this guy, and you understand that this guy is dead. I don't know. Okay, because it was a diplomat of a country that is very violent. In that case, it can be interpretation, but it's also an interpretation that is not rational. And with rational, I mean that it's not something that you can express logically and being valid for everyone. It can be that, it can be something else. Doesn't matter. It depends on the person reading it. Okay, so this okay, I say that this man is there in that photo because it represents death, and it represents death because the country is a very oppressive country, and she's playing cards with this man, and it means that sometimes the powerful play with people that shouldn't be playing with. Let's say, okay, and in that case, that you are making a reading, and the reading itself is art. Not art, but it's a creation. It's a creation. It's not like saying, okay, she's playing card with this guy. This guy is whoever. Maybe that's information. Maybe you get more of this image if you know more about this man than some other. But in any case, if that's information, that person is called whatever. Okay, that's information. It's documented. Okay, now next thing. Okay, now we see this. We can do poetry with anything, but when you have something like a man painting a bird from an egg, it's more subjective. I mean, this is not the most poetic picture ever because it's very evident. You don't leave a lot of space for the person to and to imagine, to create, but it is explicit, okay, that you need to understand the things in a way that is not what the information that you have in the photo is, or in the painting, okay, which is not, you cannot interpret, to explain that photo, you cannot say just there is an egg on a table and the person is so idiot that he's painting a bird. You have to ask yourself why. The message is clearly not that the person doesn't know how to paint an egg. That's not the information on the image. It's a challenge, so that you have to read it, and read it in a creative way. So that's explicit, and of course in literature sometimes it can be explicit, like if you say like that, her eyes were magnificent stars that were lighting my world. Okay, your word cannot be lit by nothing, because it's not physically able to receive light, because it's a wave, and it's a wave that we cannot perceive with our eyes, not as light. We perceive light with our eyes. So it makes not sense to understand it rationally, and you have to process it in a different level. You have to create something out of it. You have to make the mix yourself. And with all those elements, you have to create something. Now, okay, now this is my definition of poetry. That's it. When you have to create something out of it, and that doesn't rely on data, you are free to do whatever, and you can even do 2 or 3 different, you can take out 3 or 5 different interpretations, and that's fine. You are creating as well. Now, if you are giving just data, that's not poetry, because, okay, even if the data is missing, that's not poetry. It's just you needing to find information. And so that's, for me, that's the difference.